What's up, what's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2, and I'm your host, AT2. How everybody doing? I know it's late. It's getting late. Why you gotta be here? What's up, Chairfit? What's up, Sunkiss, Chase, Queso Official? Thank you guys for joining the show. I can't see all the comments. It's like sporadic, so I apologize for anybody I missed. But you know, I always love doing the shout outs. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you got $1 to go ahead and drop it in the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, all that good stuff. You see it scrolling down at the bottom. What's up, Relia? What's up, Dev? Oh, you're gonna go live too? Oh, what's up, SD? I miss you too. All right. So today we are going to talk about this woman by the name of Valencia. Where's she at? Hold on. Here she go. Bam! Valencia Love. And obviously I didn't fill up the screen because you can still see right here above me. But Valencia Love. Valencia Love is the woman that came into, I don't want to say she came into prominence or anything like that, but she is popular because she was the woman that bailed out R.Kelly. Um, and originally, I wasn't going to talk about this story because I was all like, I really don't want to get wrapped up in the whole Kelly situation because that's a mess in itself. It's not saying that I want to avoid having those conversations, but I just rather not talk about it because I feel like once you get down there, you go into a rabbit hole and you can't get out of it. But I found the interview interesting, and that's why I'm going to talk about it. It's been out for a few days. If you guys haven't seen it, you can go ahead and go watch it. Unwind with Tasha K. Tasha K is the one that did the interview. This one actually was in a Patreon exclusive. This was one that she had just went ahead and put out. I think allegedly because of the sound issues, that's probably why she just went ahead and put it out. But people were in the comments talking about the sound because they're in a restaurant. Valencia actually owns a restaurant. So that's where the setting was and everything like that. Valencia even talked about she was gonna try to open up a restaurant in Atlanta as well. She's located in the Chicago, Illinois area. So Valencia actually had refused to do interviews with like Lifetime, Wendy Williams, a whole host of other things too as well. She denied doing, well, not denied, but she didn't want to do interviews with those people. One in particular, she said she had one with D.L. Hughley, which was supposed to be a Skype interview, but she refused, not refused, she kind of got scared out of doing it. She is not a public figure. So I do want to state that she doesn't do anything in the entertainment business. She also clarified that she does not own a daycare because everybody was trying to put her in the whole daycare situation, and she does not own a daycare. However, her mom has a daycare, and it's a family business overall. Because people were stating that, oh, this is what, making jokes like, oh, this is where R. Kelly getting the girls at, blah 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 blah. So people were making jokes about that, but she wanted to make that clear. What's up, Terry? I see you too. Oh, Sunkiss, you watched the interview? Oh, Madison, you woke up in the middle of the night. See, you loyal. I like you. Mimi, Mimi, you seen that interview too, right? Yeah, we talked about it. Anyway, so something that I found interesting was that, and I need to stop using that word because this is not interesting. What I found disturbing was that she almost, and let me say this, you should always have your friend back. If you believe that your friend did not do something, I definitely get it. Just because I see all the stuff in the media and all the stuff that is out there, I can't say that this man is innocent or not legally. So I have to say allegedly, but from what I've seen, all the allegations are very disturbing. So I can't say that I would put this man in a positive light, talking about R. Kelly. So anyway, so she had made references to like, oh, well, the priest at the church, does this, that, and that, and this. And then she brought up Hugh Hefner allegedly having, younger girls too and stuff like that. And it was the deflection for me. For me, it was the deflection. And I took this screenshot of of Tasha K because this was literally my face the whole time. Like, is she serious? Like, if I was interviewing Valencia, this would have been my face the whole time. Like, huh? Now, the whole thing wasn't bad, but when it came to the questions about Tasha asked her straight out, do you think that he's innocent? And she was all like, well, hold on. I got the exact quote of what she said because I did not want to have anybody say I misinterpreted. Oh, okay. So when Tasha asked her if she was innocent, Valencia replied back, he's not innocent of loving and trusting women. Again, when she asked if R. Kelly is innocent, and she asked different kind of ways too, she said he's not innocent of loving and trusting women. This was the exact quote. I don't know how that made you feel, but when I had when she said that, I was all like, innocent of trusting. So is he innocent or not? Because definitely you didn't answer the question at all. She definitely skated around that. She also mentioned that the lawyer doesn't have for the federal case, the lawyer doesn't have access to the evidence as well too. Um, she did state that R. Kelly told her like he's one of the most famous R&B singers. Famous R&B singers out there, why would he have to do this? A, B, C, and D. So basically, he told her no, and so this is why she is believing it because he told her flat out no. Also, something else that I found out disturbing, and if this is triggering to you, you might want to skip on this part. But we all kind of know the thing about some girls in high school have an older boyfriend and stuff like that. We've heard these stories before and stuff like that. Oh, I can't read your comments. But we've heard stories like this before, and it really seemed that almost she was saying like, oh, because we know this stuff and we know that this stuff is out there, it makes it okay. And it's not okay. She talked about how an older woman had a conversation with her and was all like, oh, well, I married my husband at 14, and it was okay. I had consent from my parents when I married my husband, and I was 14 at the time. Blah blah blah. Yes, there was situations like that back in the old days. Excuse me, but in the 21st century, nobody play that stuff no more. And she did mention like, oh, I understand it's a different time period, but if these girls are given consent, and I'm paraphrasing this part, but if these girls are given consent, I don't understand what's bad about it. And it was almost like victim shaming, like saying like these girls gave consent, they knew what they were doing. And it's all like in that mind frame when you are a teenager, you are aware, but you don't know the how do I put this? When you are a teenager, we've all been teenagers. Hopefully, everybody over the age of 18 watching. But we've all been teenagers and we understand the nuance of that. We understand that, yes, we can think for ourselves, but there's a lot of life experiences that we haven't had. So you cannot, at the same time, you cannot make the best decisions as a teenager. Let me repeat that again. You cannot make the best decisions as a teenager because we have not gone through a lot of life experiences. Let me see if I can pull up this. No, I can't. See, I can't pull up the comments. I'm sorry, you guys. Let me see. It was considered okay back then, sadly. Yeah, right. It was considered okay back then, but not now. You know what I mean? It's not okay. I experienced a lot of growing up. Exactly. Thank you, Mimi. I appreciate that. Oh, you were 17 when you got married. Oh, wow. And in Illinois, she did say that 17 is the legal age, and I apologize. I should have looked that up to make sure, but she said 17 was the legal age, and she also deflected something about um there's people in jail for messing around with 18-year-olds. No, you can't go to jail for messing around with the 18-year-old. 18 is legal across the United States. So her trying to use that as a excuse or deflecting, that was totally wrong. You know what I mean? Also, she herself, what's up, Ween? I see you in the comments. I wasn't able to read it. It already skipped past me. She was also what was I gonna say? She stated that her and R. Kelly did not have a relationship with each other. They did not have a romantic relationship at all. At the time when they met, she was in college and she was also married. A lot of people R. Kelly is very involved in the community and stuff like that, so people know him. She made this clear, like he wasn't like one of those celebrities where you couldn't get to him. Of course, he's on tour and stuff like that, but he wasn't like one of those celebrities like, oh, I'm too good for you and I can't hang out with you or I can't be seen with you. There's a lot of stuff like that where uh, uh, he was very involved, and so that's how she knew R. Kelly. She knew him from the neighborhood and those different community events and stuff like that. Let me see if I can read a comment. I remember these dudes coming high school picking up right, and it was almost like it was glorified too. And the way she was putting it, it was all like, oh well, girls want a mature men and man, and this is why they do A, B, C, and D. Yeah, that's true that as you get older you are more mature. Allegedly you're more mature, because I still act like a kid even though even though I'm 32. But I understand the nuance of it, but it still does not make it okay. Where did I leave off on my notes? So the whole bailing out the money part. I ran away in here in Canada when I was 15. Quite experienced. Never know what next was going on to happen the next day. Oh, wow, Lori. It was a little small. I think I read it wrong, but I think I got the gist of it. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Let me fix my notes. Hold on, y'all, because I'm trying to get this internet working. Let me see if I can get it working. I'm going to play a commercial real quick. Remember the dating game show. Remember, if you want to be a part of the dating game show, please contact me at at2entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. You'll hear it in the commercial. Go ahead and send me an email if you want to be a part of the game. Hey, you. Are you tired of being single? Me too. Here's your chance to finally find the love of your life. You need to come on my show and be a contestant. You can either be the Bachelor or the Bachelorette. We'll set up 3 contestants to go ahead and try to win your love and affection. We're going to have all types of different challenges and games on the show. Make sure you guys tune in for more details. This is going to be fun. Hopefully we can go ahead and get the show piloted and then potentially make some money on this. But to entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. Again, that's, are you following my finger? at2entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. Make sure you send me an email if you would like to either be a contestant or be the actual bachelor or bachelorette on the show. All right, y'all. Deuces. Ween, what you say going through my glove box? What? Anyway, okay, so I was going to talk about how it came about her bailing R. Kelly out. So originally there was somebody else before Valencia that was going to bail out R. Kelly. What ended up happening was that person didn't have the full 100K. They were going to have to use 2 different credit cards. And I guess when you bail somebody out, I ain't never bailed out nobody. And I ain't saying I'm better than you because I ain't had to bail nobody out. I just ain't had the money to bail anybody out. But the person had 2 credit cards. So I guess you cannot use 2 different transactions to bail somebody out. So she was a friend that actually had the money. She made it clear that R. Kelly does have friends, because she was all like, Tasha asked her, where was R. Kelly friends? Well, he does have friends, but they ain't got 100K like she does. So that's how they ended up asking her to do it. And so she went ahead and had a promissory note signed and everything like that, and she was gonna make 10% off of it. So she said 3 days after she bailed him out, she got her 100K back and got 10,000 off of that. The 10%. For bailing him out. So it was a business transaction. And so she trusted her friend and she wanted to help her friend out. And that's how it ended up she ended up being the one to do it. She did say that she did get a lot of hate and stuff like that. I watched the news clip before I did the show, and they said like, "Oh, we reached out to Valencia for questions, but she quickly sped off in her car." I thought that was funny. And Valencia does have a past, and she does have a history of a few things, but I feel like that's not relevant to the story. The reason why I'm saying that is because I know people will watch this and then look her up. So I just want to say it's not relevant to the story, so that's why I'm not talking about it. If you guys watch the replay and comment on it later. All right, now going to the Darrell Johnson part of it. You all know Darrell Johnson. He's the guy that has been scamming people out of money. She asked R. Kelly, why did he do that interview with Gayle King, the one that famously where, he got upset and started screaming and everything like that. R. Kelly had said that CBS was going to pay him allegedly under the table $1 million. And she heard this from R. Kelly, and she heard this from Lifetime as well. Lifetime actually said that this was the situation as well. That R. Kelly was supposed to get $1 million. So he did not want to do that for free. Now, Darrell Johnson was the one that facilitated that whole thing. That's where Darrell come into play because I'm getting to the point where Tasha is trying to connect the dots to Darrell Johnson and Gayle King. Because Gayle, we all know her for being Oprah's friend and stuff like that. But that interview with R. Kelly really skyrocketed her career. She went from making $5 million a year to $12 million a year. So it skyrocketed her career. So that's where they're trying to draw the correlation to. Because I was like, why do they keep on talking about Gayle King and stuff like that? He's saying he know Gayle King. Well, that's what it is. And this was an assumption, so this is allegedly, but they were Valencia had stated that, oh well, since Valencia and Tasha were saying like, well, because she got this raise, she could have possibly paid Darrell under the table for getting her that interview. I know if somebody got me an exclusive interview with somebody and I was gonna get like this big time raise, or maybe I was gonna get 500K subscribers or something like that from doing a big interview with a celebrity or something like that, then I would probably pay somebody under the table if they can give me a few interviews and stuff like that. But don't tell nobody. That's just our secret. But typically in the whole journalist world and everything like that, you don't pay for interviews. So anybody who wants to be a YouTuber or go into that kind of stuff, you don't pay for interviews. You shouldn't have to. I'm not saying that you don't, but for integrity purposes, don't pay for interviews. Now, I wanted to go back to the whole Lifetime thing, because Lifetime did the Surviving R.Kelly. They did part one. They did a 3-part, and then they did a follow up to it. Valencia was supposed to be on the follow up of Surviving R.Kelly, the second go around, but she decided not to do it. She said that the girls were only getting paid $5,000 and a hotel stay in California. That's all they were getting, and she was all like, they're making millions of dollars off of like all these documentaries they're doing, the Michael Jackson one, no, I don't think they did the Michael Jackson one, or did they? Like Whitney Houston, they do movies and documentaries on different people, and she was all like, well, I want 100K to do the Surviving R. Kelly. And they told her that they don't pay for interviews. So it was either she going to take that 5,000 or not talk, and she chose not to talk. I definitely don't blame her because I feel like having her do the documentary, it would have held some weight to it. And a lot of people, and Tasha, and shout out to Tasha because she was the one to actually get an interview with this woman. You know what I mean? There was plenty of outlets who wanted to talk to her after she bailed out R.Kelly, but she went with Tasha. So I commend her for doing that, helping somebody else who's trying to grow their brand and everything like that. So I will say shout out to Valencia for that. I have to be fair. If I'm going to have journalistic integrity, I have to be fair. Now, Tasha did ask if possibly Darrell was getting paid at all, getting any kind of money for doing this. And she stated that no, as far as she knew, Darrell wasn't getting any kind of money. Darrell was basically doing all of this for clout. Darrell is the scammer guy. Was doing all of this for clout, and so he can use the name R. Kelly and get him into places and get his name out there and stuff like that. So that's really what was going on. Now, she did state, and this is all allegedly, and this brings me to my next point. She felt that Steve Greenberg, who is R. Kelly's lawyer, and Darrell were probably in on this, and they probably took the $1 million that R. Kelly was supposed to get for the whole interview. Now, hopefully this pops up, but Steve did clap back on Twitter. So this is just a couple of things that he had said. This is the tweet. He said, Valencia Love doesn't, and this is R. Kelly's lawyer, it's Unwind with Tasha K. Valencia Love doesn't know anything about me. She doesn't know anything about the case. She doesn't know anything about the work we're doing, me and the other lawyers. As I have said before, CBS was never paying $1 million for an interview. This was the second tweet. Darrell Johnson never asked Kelly for money or swindled Kelly out of money. He is in the past for us. We are going to do what we need to do to win this case, and we are going to. Where are the periods? Where are the periods? Going to now get back to working on it. Have a great weekend. So yeah, that's what he said. And then Tasha made a comment on Instagram like, "Oh, I think we're gonna have to do another interview." So hey, hopefully she can score that interview too, and we'll talk about it on the show. Let me go ahead and catch up to some of your comments. Yeah, it was proven that they were lying on that Surviving Neverland. Why are they talking about my glove box? But overall, I thought it was a good interview. I like the way Tasha went about it. Now, I just want to put it out there. I don't hate Valencia or anything like that, and I'm not saying that she's wrong for defending her friend. I felt personally, for me, this is just my opinion. I felt like she should have said less because with the deflecting and then saying that and not answering the question like, "Oh, is R. Kelly innocent?" Like my thing is that if you were going to defend your friend and you're going to do this interview, you should have said, "Yes, he is innocent." Or you could have been a neutral party and be like, "You know what? I don't want to talk about the case. I would hate to be damage, R. Kelly's reputation. I don't want to answer that at this time." There's plenty of ways you should have went about it instead of just deflecting and saying this person, that person did this and that. And she was right for bringing up, other people because they should be held accountable as well. But the whole issue is that we're talking about R. Kelly, not all the other people and stuff like that. Are there any other notes that I had? Let me go ahead and play a quick commercial just in case I forgot anything else. But this was a little short show, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll be right back. What commercial I want to play for y'all? Hold up. Here we go.
There's a hater in my house. Took a while to figure out. There's no way you could have all that jealousy. A demon is in your heart. 'Cause you shouldn't hate me like that. And you shouldn't treat me like you do. You should adore me, so I'm gonna ignore you. So I'm convinced there's a hater in my pop quiz. Tell me why you hate in. Tell me why you're mad at me. Is it 'cause I'm poppin'? Why me? Or could it be that you're filled with jealousy? Why you have so much envy? Is it I want more for me? And you remain the same? There's a hater in my house. So I'm convinced there's a hater in my house.
All right, y'all. SD, I would have to agree with you as well. Yes, I definitely think there's some nuance to it, but I don't believe everything exactly. Everybody loves the last notes, huh? Let me just catch up. All right, y'all. Well, that is the end of the show. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And go ahead and drop $1 too if you haven't. Remember, you don't have to. I don't want to hear that. Oh, all you do is beg all day. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I don't want to hear all that. And I also want to say, you guys, I'm moving more in a journalistic point in my whole YouTube career. It's weird saying that. I want to keep the focus more on that. I know there's a lot of videos that are being made about me, and there's a lot of people saying this and that and doing all of this. But at the end of the day, we are going up and we are growing. And all I want to say is thank you guys so much for coming to my channel and showing me so much love each and every time. Whether you catch this live or you catch the replay, I appreciate you all because you don't have to rock. And I burp when I'm trying to get emotional. But y'all don't have to rock with me, but y'all do. And I will always love y'all for that. So have a great night. We'll be back tomorrow. I will be talking about the Meghan Markle following up on it after I watch her father's interview. And then we're going to discuss it all. So we will be back. I love y'all. Deuces, y'all. Now, where the heck is my outro? Every time I do the deuces, it's supposed to play the outro, and it never do. I don't know what the hell be going on with this. Bye, y'all.